What is up?
We're here.
Are we? Yes, now we
Are we here?
Now
Are we there?
we're
Are we
here.
there? We're Tuesday.
Now we're
Is this
here.
thing on?
Is it? It is on.
Dum, dum, dum.
We are here. It is Tuesday. We're setting things, getting them a little bit more situated. Can you move it a little bit that way?
And lower to see your
Yeah,
cleavage?
you can't. Well, you can't see anything.
Like that? That's good.
All right, whatever.
What do you want me to do?
Nothing.
No,
Let's
clearly
just
you
get.
do. What
Let's
would
get
you like me
started.
to-
We're already on.
Just, it doesn't matter.
It
What,
does matter.
Where
No.
do you want it?
Where do you want me to put it? Just
I don't-
tell
You
me.
want to put it back more
I
so it's a
don't-
bigger
I
angle?
don't want it anywhere.
Clearly you were
I-
upset with how the camera looks.
I want to get it started because if
Why
I don't
be unhappy with the camera then?
Well, because I don't feel like dealing with it.
Well,
That's fine. It's fine, Mark. It's fine. It's fine.
One of those key words. It's fine.
It's fine. And you know what that means.
It's not fine.
It's always fine. We are here. We're still working on the intro, guys, because I really can't decide on what I want to say yet. But we'll be here next week. We're gonna work on it for next week. Some type of intro. Don't wipe that face.
That was a ballsy fucking thing to say. But
Why not? We could
Yeah.
do it. We could do anything.
What we can?
we can't edit videos and
We
make-
can do anything we put our mind to.
Oh my God! Are we in the vortex?
We are in the vortex. We are in the vortex. We're in the vortex. Actually, I'm in the vortex so much that
I don't-
She's in it for me as well.
I am.
Okay.
I am
Team effort.
Yeah.
team effort to be in the vortex.
She takes my part of the vortex. And
We are live tonight. I have a lot of awesome things to talk about. I have two really great emails that
I
we're
thought
going
you
to
were
get
say
to.
two really great men with me tonight.
Oh, that would've been nice.
Would've
Well,
been.
you know what? Not for
Would've
nothing.
been.
But if the camera was right, maybe I would have introduced you the right
well,
way.
if you would have told me the way you wanted it, I gladly would have put it that
you
way.
know how I like it.
I don't. Not with the camera.
Sorry,
He's not
Mark.
the cameraman.
Sorry, Mark.
He's not usually the cameraman. in
Did
the
I not get my
relationship.
one for the day?
let,
Bang.
let me say I
Just in
have
case I didn't
my,
get it in today.
Sorry, Mark.
Always one.
Oh,
asshole.
always one.
Always
it's
one.
yours.
Two
I did it
shows in a
back to
row.
back.
It's yours, nonetheless.
Then that's when I've ever done it.
I
So-
love tonight's show. I'm so prepared for it. I want to say we are not having Nicole here. She had some things to handle, but we miss you and love you. And luckily, I have my amazing brother and my awesome husband as my co-host tonight for this show. So everybody take a second and share it out. Let's make this a big room because I have a lot to say. You want to start it off with that man I found had deliberately cut his finger off.
All right. There was China, I believe.
Yeah.
A guy in China, he got bit by a snake, and for some reason in China, people are told to like burn themselves and cut shit, and so this fucking dummy gets bit by a snake
On his finger.
on his finger and cuts off his own finger.
Wow.
So the doctor tells him that was completely unnecessary.
You didn't need to cut your finger off.
Didn't need to do that at all. The guy didn't even bring the finger with him.
So you could have put it back on.
Yeah.
So you
And
could've
the
put it
doctor's
back.
like, well, where's the finger? He's like, oh, I don't have the finger. He's like, what do you mean you don't have the fucking finger? We can put it back on.
Wow.
He thought like it must have been like a zombie outbreak. Who the fuck knows what these people think?
Oh my God.
I just
But
can't believe
that's
you didn't bring
hilarious.
the finger.
But there's serums to snake bites.
Yes.
There's antivenoms and stuff.
There's a lot of things.
Yeah, like chopping your finger off is not the first. My first thought, get to the hospital.
Oh my God. That's hilarious.
He really did.
He got
chop
the
his-
whole thing.
He did
Yeah.
right down to the
He
knuckle.
didn't even like cut it on the knuckle where it would like slide through.
It looks like he got
went
part of the
through
knuckle.
the bone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
it looks
right
like he got,
through the bone.
but not all of it. Part of the bone.
Oh my
I
God.
wonder if
That's
I
what
can
going
make
through the
this
bone
bigger.
is.
I
Do
can
you
make
th-
it bigger. Can
Do you think like let's say your skin was exposed and it's just your bone, right? And you didn't feel any of the pain from anything else, but your bone was exposed, okay?
Yeah.
And someone started sawing the bone. You won't feel that, right? Because
no.
there's no pain nerves now.
I'm
right?
posting it on my Twitter.
Well, there may be nerves down the center,
Where
the
the
bones.
tendon is.
you know? No,
Oh,
through
like
the
a
bones.
tooth, you're saying.
Right.
Okay, that's interesting.
Right.
I wonder though.
That's a good question
I wonder
because I don't know anybody who's had
Well, that's what I mean. Who
their
the hell's gonna
bones
try
sawed
that?
like
Yeah.
just see if you a little bit. You
Yeah.
know.
We're gonna like Terminator
We're
your arm.
Oh my God, that was a
Remember
fucking great
Terminator
movie.
2 where he fucking slides in and
Yeah.
you see the exoskeleton thing?
Oh,
Yeah.
what about this one we saw when he actually his arm melted and you saw like
Oh,
when
yeah,
his
yeah,
time
we-
his arm melted.
Yeah, no spoilers though. No
I
spoilers.
just said his arm melted. I mean, come on, it's Terminator. Of course,
Real
his
quick,
arm
what do you
melted.
think of Terminator?
I fucking loved it.
Awesome, right?
I thought it was
Yeah.
amazing. There was two
Yeah.
moments I was like, that's
Oh, that's
cliche.
right. I wanted to go
Yeah.
see it.
There's two
I
moments
ain't going
cliche.
tonight.
Now it's even better, dude.
No way,
Are you
man.
kidding me?
I don't know how I'm gonna fucking walk out of here.
You can
Look at
stay
his
as
lips,
long
his
as.
all cotton mouth.
It's not often we get my brother this way, but we're glad we did.
I love getting newbies stoned.
Getting who?
Newbies.
I thought you called him a boobie. I'm like,
Boobies.
why is he a boobie?
Because look at his chest.
Oh my god.
You want to see my
Correct.
boobies?
Boobs.
You could do the peck bounce, obviously.
Yeah, I
All
got-
of us here can do it.
I
could do it.
Well, let me tell you, I
Jess
do it.
could do it.
I do it, and I
Yeah.
bounce mine bigger than
Yeah.
his.
All right. Yeah. Yeah.
I
That's
could
it.
do
Yeah.
I used to have a decent chest. and,
Yeah. I mean,
You know, now
Mine are like beep beep.
I just don't do anything.
they
We're
do-
chest
I
bumping
know.
here, people.
You know, but for me not doing anything, you got to admit, I'm in decent shape. I should be a lot fatter.
Why? Why should you be fatter?
genetics play, but yes.
Because I'm lazy and really don't do much physical activity other
Except
than
for sex, six nights a week.
yes,
Rocky.
2 for the day.
What?
Alright.
What do you mean? What about that last night? You guys take a night off?
Last night was
Sometimes.
last night was a break. You know why though? Because I was drinking.
Do you schedule your night off?
No. It's
Yeah, we do.
no, because
Well, like
usually
Tuesday, Monday we'll take off. I swear to God, don't
you know what I
plan
get.
it.
This is what I get. Do I need to take a shower tonight?
I'll say, do you want because of shaving? You know what I'm saying? Like if I took a shower the night before and went to bed, I'm not going to get up and take a shower and shave if he doesn't want to have sex. Why would I shave twice, like after at night? And
Yeah.
it gets too hard.
She's
it
only
hurts.
shaving for my purpose.
It
at this
hurts.
Right.
point, you
You
know?
know
Yeah,
what
right.
shaving is? It hurts. Like I'm
Yeah.
like I won't
Oh, shaving
shave.
sucks. I used to
It's
shave
the
my whole
worst.
body.
I
It
know.
was the worst.
So if he's not going to want to have
I
sex,
know.
I'm like, I'll go one day.
Jeffrey
without
hates
shaving.
it.
He shaves?
No. When I
Oh.
shave my arms,
Oh, they
yeah.
hurt.
and then he lays on me, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Dad," and he puts
all
the blood.
stubbly and shit.
It's not comfortable.
Well, you're like a rock, so it's not
Ooh.
comfortable anyway.
A spiky rock.
Who is this guy? I'm so glad he's here.
Yes.
Yeah. So I thought it was pretty crazy. He cut his finger off. Mark's in a good way. Let's get to the next one, and I'm gonna let you read this one because you know you're better than reading me. This is that one I was telling you about with that nightclub. I am so
I
glad
lost
this
it.
happened.
I lost it. Go back.
I'm so glad this happened because it's kind of fucked up, like to think that there are people out there that can behave this way, especially when they're business owners, club owners. And the way he like lounged out to this girl was completely inappropriate. So this girl goes to a nightclub.
Lashed out, you mean?
Yeah, he lashed out. That's what I said.
No, you said some kind of form of lounged and
was a
lashed. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
What did I say?
It was not a word. It definitely wasn't a word.
That's nice. That was nice. Good catch.
Okay. All right. Anyway.
That's it.
All right.
Now give us the real story.
She's not an attractive girl.
All right.
Nightclub owner doubles down with more insults after shaming plain Jane teenager who claimed her drink was spiked at his bar. All right, so basically the story is there's a 19-year-old fucking girl. She's about a fucking 4. She honestly is
All
about
right,
a 4.
okay, all right.
Let's be honest.
I get a 5.
He give her a 5.
You're being
5.
nice.
He likes the
I am.
legs.
You got less standards than I do, though.
Oh!
I've seen some of the women you date.
You know what? I feel like standards. I feel like standards are just extra roadblocks.
And he
You know?
shouldn't, though. That's
Oh
why,
my
like, you
I
know.
just look for the
God.
straight highway, and that's weird.
Oh my God! At least he's being honest with
That's
himself
it.
right now.
That's
We
it.
love honest Mark.
But, yeah, she's about a 4, and the guy was like, no one roofied your drink. Your
Nobody
butt.
would roof at you.
No one
Yes.
would you drink.
Yeah.
He said,
He's like, your
actually,
butt. Get out of here.
I don't know if she thinks she's special enough to be spiked. I don't know if that's how it works. Heroes, let's face it. Why would someone spike her drink? Why would they do that? What are they hoping for? What is she hoping to get from it?
Oh my god, that's
what
hilarious.
He's fucking saying this on News 9.
That's fucking hilarious,
Bro, she's not particularly an attractive girl. It's just implausible to imagine that she had her drink spiked. It just doesn't sort to add up.
Yeah, you know that's true.
But it's rude.
But how? But here, okay.
Go.
How is she saying she knows her drink was
She
spiked?
said she was sick when she got home. She was throwing up. She was just sick, and someone put something in her drink.
Okay, it could be dirty ice.
It could be a lot of things. To say you got spiked, I mean, or did you take something and now you're trying to blame the club because you're only 19 and you got in? Are you looking for a
no,
lawsuit?
this is overseas, I believe.
Oh, okay,
And
so
in
she could
England,
drink?
you can drink at 18.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah,
But,
they couldn't say this in America.
No.
It's cool.
No.
No, really? Yeah, no.
Who would
absolutely.
spike this chick's drink? She's
Yeah.
gross.
Dude, this
You know
thing-
what, though? I've said it. I've said it where a girl's just fucked up and she's like, I think someone spiked my drink. I'm
Yeah,
like,
but
no
not-
one spiked your drink, honey.
Yeah, but not in 2019.
They gave you sleeping pills.
Yeah.
Go to sleep.
Yeah.
Hush, animal.
Just
Quiet there, you
fuck
beast.
out of here.
No, for real though. I think that I think that it's rude the way he approached it. She wrote him this long email, just basically like, "Hey, you know, think I got spiked at your club. I'm letting you know. I'm a little upset about it. Blah 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 blah." And instead of him being like, "I'm so sorry you think that happened to you," he was like, "What? Why would anybody spike your drink?" And he just went laced into her. This email I
Rightfully
read.
so.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
Rightfully
give
so.
her to her back. Don't let her feel like she's
Who
right.
is she to fucking throw this fucking allegation of someone's business out there?
Yeah, well, you know, a lot of people like to throw people's businesses out there. I think that they're always right. But anyway, so
Bum bum bum.
yeah, so
Dum,
so the end all though is that this girl is trying to get like all these people to not go to the place, and she's like, I'm going to tell everybody not to come to your place, and I'm going to do. And I just want to say this for anybody who lashes back and forth like at each other like that, it's kind of ridiculous, and maybe you should just go to a different place, and maybe he should just not talk about you.
I don't understand how people get hung up on shit like this. Like they complain about restaurants and the food they get.
Yeah.
Or this bar sucks. I can't get drinks here. And then they go back.
Yeah.
Like it's the last one.
Yeah.
Like I get that all the time in Chili's. And people are always like, so dead in here. Like the drinks are not, the beers are $5. Like, fucking Christ, go to Rudy's. You got 10.
Not $5.
You got 10 bars in fucking.
$4.95, right?
Yeah,
But why do people go to places that make them miserable?
I know.
Besides
beers are
wanting to
$5
just-
now.
It's the money.
That's
Huh?
the way
It's
it
the
is.
money. They don't want
I
to
get it.
spend the money to get
and
anything they can
let me
free.
explain something to you fucking rookies.
Oh my God.
Explain.
Okay? Let me
Explain.
explain to you
Explain this.
that a bartender that's right, his fucking job is to make the drink right, not the way you think it's right.
Yes.
And let me explain something to all of you. When a drink is made right,
You're not supposed to taste the alcohol.
there should be a hint of it, if
Right.
anything.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Well, for the ones that have flavor.
All right,
yes,
Mr. Organizer.
especially yes, but for like let's say like a Malibu Bay Breeze
Right,
or
yeah.
you know even like cranberry and vodka, something as simple as that.
Yeah.
No.
Alcohol shouldn't be overpowering in your drink. So if you expect that, you're a fucking fool. You're not just gonna give away money. That's giving away money at a bar.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
So, and for two, now the person's fucking whacked off of one drink, right?
Like 5,
I
7,
know.
8, 9, 10.
They're whacked off of one
You're
drink.
right, you're
Guess
right.
who's not drinking the rest of the night?
Yeah.
Guess who's not making money?
That's right.
Exactly. So,
Yeah.
And then we got to babysit.
yeah. So
Yeah, that's the
for all you
worst.
people who are on that side of the bar and don't understand the way the bar business works, a bartender's job is to keep you there and to keep you drinking and to keep you happy.
The
okay?
idea.
You getting fucked up beyond belief is not you happy. It's not anyone happy, and it's not the job of the bartender to do that. It's actually irresponsible
Yeah.
for him to get people that kind of drunk.
Yeah,
You know,
of course.
that's where the buyback came from. That bar owners wanted to encourage people to stay for 4 drinks.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that they said you buy 3, you'll get the last one, and that's
Yeah.
where they started doing the buybacks to
Yeah.
keep people there longer. If I give someone fucking 4 jacks on the rocks, you know, like it's gonna fucking drive someone off the wall.
Of
Yeah.
course.
But the
yes.
idea that like drinks, when people complain
Or
about
even
drinks,
a beer. You could do 4 beers, no
right?
problem.
Exactly. You know, and that's so people who always complain that like the drinks aren't strong enough. It's so fucking annoying
Yeah.
because they don't listen.
Well,
Yeah, it is-
because
it actually
they
is
just
annoying.
want to get as fucked up as possible.
Yeah.
And that's
let's
not
spend the
my
least
job.
money.
Go do drugs then. All right? But seriously, go do a drug then. If you want to get more fucked up, go do a drug. It's 1 ounce.
Right.
That's what you get in a drink. 1 ounce of alcohol.
Yeah.
Okay? Unless you ask for a double. Other than that, it's 1 ounce. You're not supposed to have an overwhelming fucking taste
No,
of
you're not.
fucking alcohol
Yeah.
when you
I don't
drink.
know why this girl's spiked drink, though, is getting into a rant about alcohol.
No, because it makes me defend the bartender and the bar biz because
Right.
I've been in it, and
I mean-
and I know people like this.
This 19-year-old girl got to the bar, got fucking hammered, went home, got sick.
And now is blaming
Yeah,
his
I was blaming
fault.
the-
and either
No,
her
which isn't
boyfriend
right.
or her parents or somebody's giving
Yeah.
a shit about it, so
Yeah.
she came.
I got
Someone
drugged,
spiked my
someone drugged
drink.
Yeah.
me. Yeah,
It's, you know, just
yeah.
the
Fuck
publicity
off.
of either getting something in money or something for free,
Sure.
you know, or just being a bitch and causing harm. You know, people like to be miserable.
And you got drugged, and that was it. So someone was just like, "Let me roofie this girl and absolutely do nothing to
what a
her."
waste of drugs.
But no one does that.
Yeah,
people
what a
who
waste of
roofie
drugs.
people have intentions.
I thought it was hilarious.
There's go ahead. Sorry.
In one of the news feeds I was reading, they were like, they made a meme because everyone's saying, "Oh my God, they're gonna mix drugs in with the kids' candy."
Who's giving away free
and
drugs?
who's giving away free drugs?
Rocky goes, tell me where the house is.
Tell me where that house is. They're giving away edibles. Yeah, I'm bringing
Exactly.
like 13 costumes.
They were like, oh my God, they're giving away candy and it's got laced with marijuana. I'm like, where? Where? I would never give anybody my marijuana.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, no one's
It's
doing
crazy.
that ever.
It's hilarious.
Let me buy a bunch of fucking edibles so I can give them out.
I know.
No.
I can't.
Although that would be an awesome tray, like an adult.
Oh yes,
trick-or-treating.
an adult party, absolutely.
we
do
should,
that.
No,
we
I mean,
should
like,
come up with something like that.
Adults, like, you're trick or treating with
We
your kids.
should make
Here's
an
the bag of
adult-
candy. Here are the kids. Adults, come here.
We
There's
should
your
make
bag.
an
There's your
adult.
bag.
And it has to be like a silver tray.
Halloween where like we go around and we get alcohol and drugs and
Oh
all sorts of different stuff from other parents, you know?
Well, honestly, whenever I do trick or treat, I actually trick or treat in a complex with my sister and our kids, and we fill our glasses with wine as we're walking around. We drink wine.
Oh
and
yeah,
trick-or-treat.
that's a thing now. I see
Yeah,
people with red
everybody's
cups
drinking.
everywhere.
Everybody's well, it's
Yeah.
that thing. We're in again a community, a very beautiful
No, I
community.
see
at
it in
that.
our block.
Yeah, but we're walking around with our cup, and our wine, and the kids are getting candy, and it's a fucking fun fall for
Everyone's
everybody.
getting candy.
Everybody's getting candy. Do you want to talk about Bill Murray?
Bill
I
motherfucking
fucking
Murray.
love it.
Oh, that he's trying to work at PF Chang's and shit. You see this?
He wants
What?
to work at PF Chang's. He
Yeah.
says that he loves the food and he wants to work there. And actually, PF Chang's, I'm
Wait.
going to get where it is.
As a waiter?
Yeah, he wants
guess.
to work there.
That's. Could you? I mean, that's fucking cool. This guy
'Cause Bill
really.
I
Murray's the
filled an
man.
application at
He
PF
is-
Chang's at Atlanta
cool guy.
Airport. Atlanta Airport, because I think that's one of the greatest places he shared.
Wow.
Vince despises that airport.
He said it looks like the best time to me.
Vince said he's never going to that airport again.
Vince who?
Russo.
Oh,
I've
really?
never been
He
in Atlanta.
had such a bad experience at the Atlanta airport with a black lady, and it turned into a black-white thing.
Oh,
and-
my.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
He
man.
fucking hates that place.
No, he really is though. So he's like he wants to work there, and they're like trying to build this whole thing now. He's going to be part of PF Chang's chain.
That's fucking
Awesome.
great.
Isn't that awesome?
That
I'm
is
like, you like to
awesome.
see
That's awesome.
people who are all the way up there going, I don't mind working. He's like, it looks like a great place to work. I don't mind working.
I just like seeing fucking Bill Murray doing anything.
Dude,
Yeah, he's
I want,
fucking
we're gonna,
hysterical.
I mean, that's worth taking a flight down there to.
we
if
should
Bill
do
Murray's
that. That would
working
be
there-
great.
Dude, he was bartending out in Brooklyn. His son owns a bar out here,
What?
and I'm not kidding.
We
And-
need to go.
That's fucking.
And
great.
he was out here bartending one night at behind the bar out in Brooklyn, in Williamsburg.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah, yeah. And it was like announced, like Bill Murray's gonna be behind the fucking bar, and that place was jam
That's
fucking packed.
cool,
Wow.
man. That's
Jam
cool.
and it's not like for him, it's a smart move. You know why? You all get to see me, but I don't have to fucking take a
Yeah,
picture.
right.
I don't have to.
Yeah,
I'm
you're behind the
working.
bar.
I
Yeah.
can't fucking. What are you crazy asking
Yeah.
for a picture?
Yeah.
So it's perfect for him because now, all right, I'm a man of the people, but I really don't have to fuck with any of you.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
genius.
That's great.
It really
I mean,
is.
he's pretty awesome.
He's a very down to earth person. I've always seemed to think that he was like a great, personable actor. You know what I mean? Like
He's in that Keanu Reeves category.
Yes.
I feel like he's got like that Andy Kaufman vibe though, where everything he does is a joke to him and
Right.
no one else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like
Like-
it's all funny to me.
Yeah,
It's all funny
yeah.
games.
Like, do you have that friend that you like? Only you two find things funny, and you guys are just like, I don't care if it's
Yeah,
funny to
Sideshow
anyone else.
Bob.
As long as it's funny to me,
To
that's all that
yeah,
matters.
yeah, yeah.
Right.
That used to be my cousin Mike.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't give a shit who got hurt, who fucking feelings got hurt.
Yeah.
You know what we did. If it made us laugh, it was fucking worth it.
Yeah,
It's
they were
awesome.
really
You
bad.
know, like,
Actually.
yeah,
It was
we were
good. They
pricks.
were so bad.
We were
They
real
were so
pricks.
bad. I mean,
Unbelievable.
I think we did this.
no, we didn't. I told you about it the other
What
night.
did we do?
10/29.
I just told you about this. It's November 5th.
I know. I'm trying to do the math.
So go.
All right. Grandfather charged in death. We did this.
We did not do it.
Charged in death of toddler who fell on cruise ship in Puerto Rico. I remember talking to Nicole about this.
Me, you
Terrible.
and Nicole were upstairs talking about it on the couch. She came over. We were sitting there when I found the article.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Well,
Nice
I'm
story.
sorry. I felt like I talked about it. That's
yeah.
all.
So go.
All right. So, yeah, the grandfather's being charged. The granddaughter fell from an 11th floor cruise ship docked in Puerto Rico. And he's being
my
accused
God.
of negligent homicide.
Because
a judge
the-
in Puerto Rico on Monday
He was
ordered.
holding her at the window,
No.
and she fell.
No.
It says he was holding.
I know, but from what the family says, the cruise should not have had this window open. Like, this window shouldn't have been open.
She fell when he raised her up to an open window.
Yeah, but he thought it was closed.
Oh, I see.
Or something like that.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
God. That is.
And
how did he not jump out the fucking window?
2 years old.
And do what? Both die?
Grab
Yeah,
her and then
fuck it.
let it land on your own back.
I guess, yeah.
I'd rather create
Was
some
that Austin Powers?
crazy mystery. Like,
See if
how
that
these
really
two
works.
guys,
They landed on their feet. They're fucking cats.
Yeah.
you know,
They're
like,
cat people.
fuck.
I wouldn't be able
Yeah.
to live with that, knowing I killed my own
I couldn't.
granddaughter.
And but you know now
No,
they're
I
saying
couldn't.
like for him to be charged with
Like
murder
the
is
kid's
harsh.
kid. That's fucked, man.
It's harsh. I mean, I don't know.
The
I mean,
family's
what's
trying
his,
to
what's
sue
his,
them.
What's his
The
record?
cruise line.
You know, like their windows are not open. Those fucking balcony windows are supposed to
Yeah,
be closed.
no, like they open like 2 or 3 inches, whatever it is. Whatever,
Yeah,
like
no,
like
a
like
2-year-old
hotel.
shouldn't be able to fit through it.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
hotel
no,
windows.
yes,
you know.
yes, they're very supposed to be because you know people do commit suicide like that. It's
Right.
like fucking.
Right.
But realistically, I'm
Really?
like to charge him with
Who books
murder.
a cruise and then kills themselves?
I mean,
Let me go on
There's
this cruise so I can kill myself.
There's
Why
people
wouldn't you
that
just
would do it.
But why?
Wait till the
Why?
last night. You know, you're on
Oh,
your way
I guess
home,
but-
and you're like, I'm done.
But wouldn't that maybe make you change your mind?
No,
Like, I just had a great week on this cruise.
No. That's a good
No,
hurrah.
I don't
That's a good
know.
hurrah.
I don't know.
I don't like cruises.
I never been on one.
Me neither.
Never been on one.
I don't like the idea of them.
Neither do I. Like, I'm just stuck here with all you people in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, it's
I'm-
weird.
I don't like people.
It's weird.
So this
I need an escape.
this next story is actually a good one for you to talk about because you know you were talking about on your show how you know you were adopted and stuff like that.
Here we go.
This one's really fucked up, Mark.
All right, this one involves a Phoenix, Arizona elected official that ran a human smuggling scheme that
Oh my
promised
God.
pregnant women thousands of dollars to lure them from a Pacific Island nation to the U.S., where they were crammed into houses to wait to give birth, sometimes with little to no prenatal care. So yeah, he was just running a baby factory and then
Yeah,
just
and then
just
giving them up for
selling
adoption.
and then
Wow.
just selling them. Yeah.
Selling them in adoption, and now they're saying there's at least 20 families that they will not remove the babies
It's
from.
got 75 adoptions, it seems like, altogether.
75 children.
Wow.
Yeah.
And he's like a fucking elected.
He's
Like,
an elected official. Yeah.
what are you? First, not that I don't think it's made. You know, people don't do
Human
this.
trafficking is the #1 business on the planet.
It is out of
It's
fucking
scary
control.
too, right? Because they
Like,
don't talk about it because too many of those people are involved in it.
They're
I
doing
know.
it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
why you don't hear about it a lot.
I know. That's the one thing they don't touch on.
They
The
really-
pedophilia,
it's
like how
weird.
fast they push it out.
Yeah.
That kind of it's
Because they're all interested. It's
I mean, not to
fucking
fucking beat a dead horse, but you know, the Epstein thing. Like, how stupid do they think we all are? Like, the guy gets busted for this crazy thing. Everyone's been saying it for years that there's high
Yeah.
up people involved in it.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, the two guards fell asleep. The camera malfunctioned, and he's dead. Give me a fucking break.
Yeah.
Like, are you get the fuck. I don't know who would buy that line of horse shit.
It's fucking
It's-
crazy.
And if you
It's
do,
fucked up.
you're just a fucking thin the herd.
You know,
Man.
honestly though,
if
to me,
you believe Jeffrey Epstein killed himself, thin the fucking herd, Mark.
I think it's coming.
Uh,
There's something coming.
what do you mean?
a storm's
A
brewing.
lot of fucking people just gotta. Sorry. Fuck. A lot of these pedophiles, like, I mean, again, like, there's no place in
Like,
society for pedophiles.
There is
or child
none.
traffickers.
No.
Or, you know, and I
There
mean.
is none.
We've talked about it on the show, and when it comes to fucking pedophiles, that's what you're attracted to. Okay, there's people that like to jerk off to feet. There's people that like to jerk off to fucking girls farting. There's people that's what you're attracted to. Pedophiles are attracted to children.
Yeah.
You
Forever.
can't change it.
No.
There's never going to be a day I'm attracted to women, beautiful women. Okay? I am. Proof. There's never going to be a day where all of a sudden I just go, I'm attracted to kids now.
That little girl looks great.
Like, that just doesn't happen.
No,
You know what I mean?
never.
Like that's it's like the gay thing. That's born in you.
Right.
That's what you're attracted to. It's just that's something that's born in you. It's not a choice. It's not something you could fix. It's who you are. And if you're a pedophile and you like to fuck kids, you're always gonna like to fuck kids. That's it.
You're a pedophile for sure. There is no changing it. You know, they found they were 8 women that were found pregnant and waiting that came from the Marshall Islands, and the properties in Phoenix, and several more waiting to give birth in Utah. He had people everywhere.
Is he impregnating them?
No, he's not. He looks like actually like he might be part of the other community.
I mean, listen.
So,
Fucking-
but I'm just saying, fuck him. I'm so glad they caught him, and I hope that he fucking rots wherever they send him. That is fucked up. These poor women, babies, families. You are
Yeah, but
fucking.
there's, this is such a small. It's terrible, but it's such a small scale.
It really is.
You know,
Of course, it's a small scale.
600,000 children, 12 and under, go missing every year in this country.
I know.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't laughing at that.
No, I know. I get it. Like,
I was reading the chat, and remember last night I was telling you how they're doing that live Little Mermaid?
Yes.
All right, well, Josh and his daughter are watching it, and he said they have lightened her skin so much that it's almost white face.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Yeah, like she's so white.
So
That's
much. They got so
They
much
went the other way
pushback.
with it.
They
They
got
went-
so much pushback.
They went the other way with it.
I can't. Even,
That's
Oh my
funny.
God,
That's funny.
I still think that's fucked up. Like,
I am interested to see it though, to see
I
what
want
they
to
do
see it
with
because
it.
I like live action.
And I believe John Stamos is in it. Which
John Stamos.
Yeah, he's the crazy chef.
Oh my god, that should be funny.
That's how I knew about it. There was like a little promo promoting that
That's
John
funny.
Stamos was in it. I was like, Stamos, I'm in.
That's funny.
Fuck yeah.
I feel like John Stamos is always going to be one of the people's favorites. John Stamos, what's your favorite magazine to jerk off to? Good Housekeeping, right?
John Stamos is the man. That's why Uncle Jesse rules. Everyone.
Uncle
knows that.
Jesse. Oh my god.
Yeah, let's see. Before we get to this, let's see if anything is in the chat being
Questions?
said.
Anything going on in there?
Oh.
Anything. Rocky is right with the intent. Of course I'm right. Doug,
Whoa.
I'm always right, brother.
Yeah.
You know how you know? Got one of these in front of me.
I thought you were going to say because you got me. But, you know, 'cause
No.
that means you're always right.
Right here. I said it.
It means it's right.
That's right.
Well, when people say things, you know they're always telling the truth.
Exactly.
That's exactly what they do.
Especially on the internet.
I love when they tell the truth on the internet.
Long Island doctor arrested after allegedly selling millions of opioids at a storefront.
Oh my
maybe
God.
tied to fatal. Maybe tied, you think?
Yeah.
Millions of opioids and he maybe tied to fatal. No, he's definitely tied to fatal overdoses.
He's how old?
By looking at him,
He's
807.
77 or something.
74.
74.
Oh my
This guy looks
God.
like
You
shit.
know-
He looks like a
74.
chicken. Like
He looks like he's in his mid to late 80s. Look at this guy.
motherfucker.
Jesus.
Killing
Now,
children
look, my
everywhere.
mother's 72. Does she look anywhere near as old and decrepit as that guy?
No.
No,
No.
he's-
That's 5 years. Like,
Yeah.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
so he basically
Doing those shits himself.
What were they telling him? He's going to jail for? Well, obviously.
Oh, this is federal.
Yeah, done.
Oh,
Motherfucker's
yeah.
done.
He's
No, I'm just,
Dude, first of
reckless
all,
endangerment, forgery, probably manslaughter with the overdoses, or at
like
least
you have to be connected to
second
something.
degree murder, maybe.
In a storefront, he's selling opioids to fucking children and people with a problem. You piece of shit.
Well, I mean, it's the. God,
It's like
one
who
of the
does that? You
biggest businesses in the fucking world.
It's poisoning people.
And that's
Yeah.
what's keeping weed out. Is those
Absolutely,
things.
absolutely.
it's so crazy.
They just can't figure a way to make as much money off of marijuana.
Not
Now-
yet. They're
now-
starting to.
Yeah.
They're
Oh,
starting
yeah.
to between CBD, hemp, now the
Right.
oils, the
Yeah.
edibles, the bud,
Right.
the
And then it'll
wax.
all be legal,
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, they're getting there.
Yeah.
They got it there.
Yeah.
They're still trying to figure out how can we suck the biggest dick off of this.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Because they just want to
Yeah.
make sure they figure it all out before they put it out, so other people don't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
have
just
the
want to corner
brand.
the market and just make sure, which I'm fine with.
Yeah, whatever.
When it
It's
comes,
better.
yeah, at least I'm being told the FDA is at least looking at it. So great.
Yeah.
Do that. Tax me. I don't care. As long as I can go to a store and buy it and not have to fucking,
Tax me.
feel sketchy. Yeah, but it's worth it, dude. It's worth it for the freedom.
Taxation is theft.
Because we've never had the freedom of weed.
No, it's
No,
not
you're
living
right.
off of
Paying
us.
the tax for it, it's totally worth it to have the freedom of weed.
Okay,
Right.
right.
Right,
that's where
I
I'm
agree.
coming from.
I
It
agree.
has
I
so
agree.
many different curing agents that people don't understand for anxiety, for fucking nausea,
I'm
for
just talking
cancer.
about being
for-
able to go to the bowler and get a pack of joints.
Yeah.
The
That'd
way
be
I can get a
nice.
pack of cigarettes or the way I can get a six pack.
Yeah.
You know
It's
what
the
I mean?
same fucking
There should
thing.
be no fucking reason
People
that
die
I can't
over
go get a
alcohol
pack
more.
of joints or go get a
Yeah.
pre-rolled
Cigarettes.
fucking joint from the fucking gas station when I can go get this, no problem.
Yeah. Sure. Listen, and that's gonna make matters much worse.
Oh, of course. They hate it.
Yeah.
Oh, do they hate it?
Yeah.
Those are the two companies keeping it out: pills and fucking beer.
Absolutely.
Yeah, pharmaceutical companies
Well,
are huge.
Yeah, pills and alcohol.
Let's roll right into my next thing, which is the Dr. Well visit. Now that we were talking about that doctor, I want to mention this because
oh boy,
I recently had to take my daughter for.
Oh, yeah, get loose,
I
buddy.
knew he was.
Get loose,
he
buddy.
broke the fucking chair.
Here we go.
I'm kidding. If John broke it, actually.
Yeah, put it against the thing.
Yeah, if you lean
I
it up
am.
against here.
I like
it-
what I am.
Oh,
all right.
looking at the camera. Okay, so recently I put my daughter into preschool, and our daughter, we put her in preschool, and they were like, we want to talk about her vaccines because I did my daughter's first round at a year old, and then we've never been to the doctor since. My daughter is going to be 5 this year and has
School started, so
yeah, and she's healthy. She hasn't had 50 ear infections like everybody I know. She doesn't have all these learning disabilities.
I don't wear deodorant all the time.
I may be sweaty sometimes. No, but I'm saying,
Whenever she starts rattling it off
you
like
think
that,
about-
though, I immediately go there. For some reason, like it's the way she says it, though, that makes me
but
think
the
of it.
truth of the matter is, you don't think about sticking all this shit in your kid when they're healthy, So, all right, there's things that she needs for school. They're saying she needs the measles, mumps, rubella. She needs the DTaP, tuberculosis, tetanus, polio. Those are things that I never really had a problem with, but I wanted to do in due time. She now is speaking, and she is articulate, and she's smart. I don't mind doing little bits of what I used to have when I was a child. I don't want her to get measles or mumps, of course. So I'm doing things that I feel are okay. However, they want me to force her to get a chickenpox shot. They want me to
She don't
force
need
her to
that
get a
one.
flu shot. They want me to force her to get a hepatitis B shot. I'm not saying hepatitis B isn't important if she gets older and she's having unprotected sex and using intravenous needles.
Yeah, but hepatitis is not only contracted through those two ways. You got to understand that, right?
What do you mean?
And there's more forms
Of hepatitis. There is more forms of hepatitis. I'm sure there's more
Yeah.
forms in many diseases. But when
Yeah.
we were younger, we got
Like
chickenpox.
I know C is sexually transmitted.
Yeah.
I don't know about the A and B though. I don't think it's like I think like you can have a maybe
You
like
get it from needles.
yeah, of course, but I'm talking like
Right, and blood and DNA transfer.
Right. So
like
this is my
A and B.
point.
making out.
If there's a cut in your
Yeah,
mouth,
but again, it would have to. I believe it's
to
not
be
saliva.
blood. It has to be like
I don't think
blood.
it's DNA
so
and saliva. I
that-
think it's
like so then it's like AIDS.
right. Right. I think.
so here I am going, you want me to give my 4-year-old a Hep B shot?
Yeah, that's
You want me to give my 4-year-old a chickenpox shot? When we were younger, there was 5 of us. We got chickenpox. You
Exactly.
fucking get through
That's
it.
what Dave just wrote.
We got flus. You get
Chicken-
through it.
Chicken pox. If you get the chicken pox naturally, you get lifetime immunity.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Devious Dave literally just said that. He said back in my day, parents would allow their kids to contract chickenpox so they could develop an immunity.
Yeah.
They would have parties where
Robert
one kid
got
would
it.
get
Yes,
it,
and then we all got it.
but
My
they
mother
would
made us hang
have
out.
parties where one kid would get it and the other parents would send
Right.
their kids to
Yeah.
that
Yes,
kid's
get it over
house.
with.
Did you know
now.
that they've found that people who become immune through natural chicken pox also have other antibodies towards
Yes.
several different cancers
Well, yeah.
in the body.
Well, that's what your body does. And I mean, some
That's
of
how
these
it
things
learns.
it can't kill. All right? The measles, the smallpox, shit like that, your body can't kill that.
But those
You're
are
gonna die.
viruses.
Yeah.
But
But
run their course.
But other things like I explain the earth the same way. Your body's there to heal itself. As you get older, it takes a lot longer, and if you do damage, it's going to take a lot longer to fucking fix it. And it may never get fixed the older you get. But when you're, I'd say like up until like 40, let's say, your body heals itself pretty fucking
Especially if you
quickly.
take care of yourself.
Yeah. Like your body goes, oh shit, this is fucked up.
But you know
Let me
how I
take care
take
of
care
this.
of my children.
Yeah.
I
So-
mean,
100%.
So-
vitamins, probiotics. My
When you
daughter's
get
healthy.
these things, like when our kids go to school, right? Valentina's just starting preschool. She's now building immunities to all that shit. She's been sick as a motherfucker this year.
Colds like a motherfucker.
But next year, she won't be getting them like that because
Right,
now
'cause
she's
she's
building
building it
immunity,
up,
so
and
her
she's
body's
working.
learning about
Yeah.
it and fixing it and making sure, all right, don't let this happen again with certain things.
Yeah, but I mean, again, getting the flu is a virus. Like,
I
that
flu
bacterial,
shot, you
like
gotta
that
The
get.
flu
little-
shot's crazy. That's
That's
important.
fucking insane.
They put it's
It's
on
insane.
there. It's like they want that for the school, and I said
posted-
No,
I posted-
fuck that.
I
They're
po-
not
it-
gonna-
they're putting
I've
it-
never had a flu shot
a
in my
But
life.
fucking
they're,
law.
they're trying to push it to where
It's a
adults
law.
and children will have to get it every year. Anyway, in
What
New
do you
York
mean
State.
adults.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's the first one on the
They don't
schedule
even know
for
what
adults.
it is. The flu. Every flu's different.
I posted a
gonna
show
predict the flu?
from Bill Maher. Bill Maher had a doctor and a scientist on the
Yeah.
show, and they talked about this. And it's amazing because everyone's always thinking, oh, you're anti-vax. You're not. You listen to Jenny McCarthy. Like, they always pick the weirdest fucking people.
See, I
and
don't.
they don't realize that the whole movement, like, say, Del Bigtree, the writer and director of Vaxxed. Now they have Vax 2 coming
there
out.
There are people out there that are 100% against all of them. And I don't agree with.
Yeah.
I don't.
But you can't say that one works but the other one doesn't.
All right, but you're just letting everyone else do your job then. Because if there's a smallpox outbreak.
But there's not.
Yes, but there
no, there can't be.
Because there's a vaccine.
No, there can't be because people are so much cleaner, live cleaner, clean water.
Yeah, but it still could happen.
No, not in America.
And, well,
0%.
not in America.
Right, so where am I going? I'm not traveling to a third world country where they're eating out of the garbage.
Yeah, it's a true story.
Or they have rats running rampant like Baltimore.
I was told when I was in the doctor's office, there's measles all over Nassau County.
Yeah.
And I said to her,
no, I don't live in Nassau.
I said, okay, I understand what you're saying, and I have to, by law, for her to go to school, do a list of these fucking things.
Yeah.
And to get out of the doctor's office, I did one round of the MMR. My daughter had it 8 days ago, and she's 100%, thank you, Lord. However, they want me to come back in December for another round. I was like, no.
No, hold on. Because do you believe in any...
Well, Jeffrey has them because of
No, I'm not talking about
right?
vaccines. I'm talking about do you
does
believe in
have some.
any medical use, drugs, or anything?
If you look at the natural, like, antibiotics, right? Those... We didn't create those. We found those.
No. What
we
I'm saying, even like painkillers or... You know,
it's
Advil.
a convenience. Advil, absolutely not. Advil destroys your stomach.
I'm just using an example.
No, I know that.
You know.
But like each medication that they created has a result that is absolutely undesirable. It helps you now, but again,
that's where I'm going
run.
with this because every drug does have a side effect.
Absolutely, 100%.
So
but you can't say
whole vaccines
do.
Well, you say they do.
Absolutely, but if you say it. Like, you can sit there and say, yeah, I took Adavar, or Advair, or whatever it is, for my lungs or for my this. And all of a sudden now it's one of the harshest chemicals that ever how it passed the FDA.
No, that happens all the
right?
time, yeah. It does
but with vaccines that are never tested, they've never been tested.
Our children know the tests.
They are now.
Our children know the rats.
Trust me, dude, like, when we do the vaccine thing, I'm not all for, just do whatever.
Right.
We look at what the fuck they're doing and we go, that's not needed.
Yeah.
I shut her down. She was like, we can do 2 shots, add 2 boosters of chicken pox. I was like, no, we cannot do that.
So, but as far as I go, yes, Kerr, you can't get me to a doctor.
Right.
I'm going to be fucking dying.
Yeah.
I'm not going. I just, my body will fix itself. It's what it does.
110%.
Yeah.
And you know what? If your instinct told you, I need to go, you go to the hospital.
Right, and that's what
they
I
give
did.
you antibiotics, like, whatever. Like, your instinct will lead. You're not going to stay here. This isn't fucking like you're waiting for Jesus. You're not going to stay here and literally die in your house.
Right. Of course. If I feel like I gotta
understand.
go, I'm gonna go.
But some
there's
people
a need.
will.
Some
people will,
yeah,
though,
but
that's a problem.
I think that's a fanatic, and that's, again, it's the opposite spectrum.
No, but then they spread it onto their children when they keep their kids home and shit when they should be in a hospital. And
yeah, okay. I don't think
that's dangerous, dude. That's dangerous behavior.
But again, you can't control someone's behavior, good or bad.
Of course not.
That's the unfortunate part. It's like saying you should need to take a fucking test where you have a children.
Do you think vaccines do absolutely no good?
They do no good.
I see that. I don't.
Like even like, again, like, getting more into details without being too specific. Like, the shots we used to have had a certain percentage of the actual disease.
Yeah.
And now it's like less than 1% of what they used to have. So your body's
But
barely
maybe they found it was dangerous to put that high of a percentage of it into somebody.
80s and 90s, learning disabilities were at an all-time
low.
low.
We were talking about outside, everybody's bodies react differently. We don't know
100%.
every case study of the things we were given.
Just like I know my genetics. I'm not going to say why. That Jeffrey, if he was even on a full schedule, which he's not, he would be absolutely fine. It's specifically pulling out certain genes and affecting certain groups of people. And so it's a form of eugenics.
I just see it as a money thing.
It's worse than that. It's a form of eugenics. Bill Gates has been in this since the beginning, pushing this. And it's just the idea that there are shitty people in the world.
Yeah, I just look at doctors and all of it.
Get all paid
as
That's
a
it.
scam.
It's,
Yeah,
it's
because
fucking ridiculous.
I got to go see one doctor so he can tell me, oh, yeah, your foot is fucked up. You have to go see this doctor.
Exactly.
Instead of just going to that doctor. I can't. I have to get a referral first.
Yeah.
And then I got to go to him. And like that shit, I'm like, why the fuck do I got to see you then?
Yeah.
I know my foot's fucked up.
Right.
Why didn't I just go to the foot doctor? Because
Yeah.
you're not allowed to for some reason.
Yeah, and
Like, and then with the pills and all the other shit, they're trying to sell you because people, if you don't know, the office you're going to gets a cut
Of course they
of
do.
the shit that
Yeah.
you get prescribed.
Right.
So they're going to fill you up with as much shit as possible so they can get as much money as possible.
even when they give it away for free.
So when I was last at the doctor, I had I wouldn't even call it an anxiety attack because I've never had another one since, and I've never had one before it. I just had something go on. Whatever it was, I had something go on. And I go to the doctor, and he's like, well, I can give you that. And I'm like, this is why I wish weed was legal. Not that I need weed, because I have it, but because you're trying to cram pills down my throat, and I'm blatantly telling you I don't want them, and you're still trying to convince me that you should take. And it's like, I don't want your fucking drugs, dude.
Yeah.
I don't want your drugs.
It's frustrating.
Go legalize weed because it helps everything.
Yeah, yeah. It's
helps
frustrating.
everything, and it's natural.
Yeah.
It's a fucking plant from the earth, and maybe it's not all natural, but it's as natural as you're gonna get when it comes to medicine.
Right, but you think of like dandelions, right? Probably the number one fucking plant trying to be weeded off everyone's lawn.
Yeah.
Dandelions have a higher pain reliever than a morphine. Like you'd have to eat a fucking lawn full of dandelions.
Yeah.
But the idea is that there are natural, just same thing like mushrooms,
Yeah.
same thing like marijuana. There are natural
and
forms
for the God
of-
believers. That's why it was put here.
Exactly.
For the God believers, and there
Exactly.
are little things like that make me go, maybe.
Yeah, and I mean,
Those are
not
good
even really
arguments.
use the word God, and then people
No,
get all
no.
bent out of shape. The
No,
Creator.
but you know what? Fine, Creator.
Right.
But as someone who believes in none of that,
Right.
when I think of things like that, I go, wow, marijuana is here. It's a natural plant. Maybe he was like, hey, maybe all these things are just little hints of dummies. I've given you everything you need. You just haven't found it yet, you
Yeah.
stupid fucks. And you've had, millions of fucking years to figure
Yeah.
it out, and you still haven't?
Yeah, well, I think the extortion of human health has been the largest crime.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like people, I get angry with my wife and kids because she's very quick to be like, "Let me go to the doctor," but she does know her body, and 10 out of 10 times she's been right. So with her, I'm like, all right. But like when the kids get a little cold or something, she's like, maybe I should bring them to the doctor. I'm like, no.
I do not say that.
Sometimes.
I never say maybe I should bring her to the doctor.
You did just recently.
Never.
Last Valentina's sick.
First of all, Valentina was getting a fever for almost 3 days and a rash, Mark.
Yeah,
she
but
had
like
a rash on her face.
Not a real fever.
It was because he was home. All right. A rash on her face. What concerned me was that she was getting this rash, and then I saw it on the back of her neck.
Yeah.
Then I was like, all right, so if this is like maybe, what'd you say, Fifth's disease? You looked up the fevers.
I
It was like-
forgot,
we were
yeah.
looking up fevers and what it could be, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going, all right, well, if it doesn't go away for the second time that we have done Tylenol and Motrin back to back, then I'm going to have to bring her to the doctor.
Well, that's
but
what-
she ended up fighting it off, and we were fine.
And that's the
Right.
way I am. I'm like, you got to give it a couple days to see if you're really fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, because a lot of the times your body's just going to heal whatever fuck's going
Also,
on.
a month
It just
ago,
takes time.
but also a month ago, someone at her school had
Fucking what that thing.
hand, foot, mouth disease. What is that?
Oh, I don't know the technical name.
I
for it.
forgot the name of it, but she had
Whatever
this
it is,
yeah.
Coxsackie.
in her school, and I
Yeah.
was like, you know what? It was a week or two later.
Smallest
I'm
one on
going,
the show.
Let me
Write it
be.
down.
Let me be careful. But I
Yeah.
am not. I run to the doctor. Are you done?
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah.
I just wanted to go over the well. I'm like, what do you need a well visit for?
Well, the whole doctor thing, like he
You
said,
want a
is a
well
scam.
visit.
Doctors used to visit you.
They
That's
find
right. That's
something
right.
that
That's
you
right.
have.
They used to come to you.
They used to get paid to service and give you
Yeah.
advice. Now they sit in an office and they're paid
It's
to
a
sit there
business
and give
now.
out.
And it wasn't a business back then.
That's right.
Even like, we're not even talking that long ago. We're talking like the 40s.
Oh,
and the
maybe
30s.
after that, I believe. Yeah.
You know, where doctors would make house calls. And it's like, yo, my kid's fucked up. I need you to come here. And they'd be like, yeah, no doubt. I'm on my way.
Right.
Right.
Now it's my kid's fucked up. Let me drag them out of the house and bring them to your office around a bunch of other fucked up people.
Right. Well,
And, hopefully none of us catch whatever these people in here have.
You know what?
Yeah, no,
honestly,
it's weird. It really is weird. I don't understand it
a circle
at
of
all.
I don't need a well visit unless I'm sick. Why would you go for a well visit? You know, unless
Yeah.
you're in your 70s, you got to get checked and stuff like that. You know.
Like the hospitals, I get hospital trips, which most people even still abuse the hospitals.
Fucking weird.
But like
They do because it's free.
if you really need to be in the hospital, it's great that they're there. That's not something a house call can fucking do. The doctor's not equipped for that for a house call.
But they're
A lot of people died at young ages. Mark, come on, come on.
no. I'm not saying hospitals shouldn't be there. Again, same thing. The way it's privatized.
Oh, it's a business, yes.
Again, Jeffrey,
But they also save lives. Let's be honest.
absolutely.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
absolutely.
So you can't
Jeffrey
take that
got
part away
hurt
from
at
him.
school. He jabbed himself with a pencil. Whatever.
We've all done it.
Yeah.
I've done it.
So he has the
Like
mechanical pencils.
Yeah.
Because then he doesn't have to sharpen them. So he had a little piece of lead.
Oh, he did it in his mouth?
Yeah,
Oh,
right in his gums.
Oh,
shit.
God.
Yeah. So
When was this?
and we always call it yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, we always call it lead, but it's not really lead. Now it's a form of charcoal.
Mm-hmm.
So he gets a piece in there, and he doesn't realize it starts to hurt. I mean, it hurts. But he doesn't realize something's stuck in there. So it's hurting and hurting and hurting. He goes to basketball. He doesn't feel well. I was at work. He leaves practice with his mother. She takes him to the care center. They say you got to go to the hospital. So he goes to the hospital. On the way, I finally get in touch with her. I'm talking to her over the phone, and I'm like, please,
Bring him to me.
he doesn't need any shots.
Oh, okay.
Because as soon as you walk in the hospital, oh, he needs a fucking tetanus shot.
paint.
Oh, he needs
Lead
a
paint.
And I'm like, he doesn't need any shots. Just, I understand he's got to go. They're gonna wash his mouth out, whatever. He doesn't need any shots. And she gets fucking mad at me. I'm like, just don't let him give it. There's no need for. Well, what's wrong with it? I'm not specifically going over each shot. Like you're just fucking. And it's because she works in a doctor's office.
Yeah.
And so she's in that brainwashing mindset.
Of course.
We are saviors of the fucking world.
Yes.
Because we medicate the masses. It's fucking frustrating.
It is frustrating. I'm not for it. I'm not for the well visits. It's not necessary unless I feel like my kids need to be at the doctor for a specific reason. You know, last time she saw the doctor, she was a year and a half, almost 2 years old. I did like a before 2 well visit. And then after I went for that before 2 well visit, what happened when I brought her home? She got conjunctivitis of the eye. We were in the doctor's office, comes home with
Oh, that's right,
conjunctivitis.
yeah, because
I'm
of
like,
the fucking
this
eye.
is why. And I
Fucking
walk
gross.
into the
Yeah.
doctor's office, there's a coffee cup on the windowsill. Who cleaned last night?
Some shitty
I'm the
kid.
first fucking patient.
Some
You know what I
shitty
mean?
Fucking
kid running
gross.
around with
Exactly.
fucking snotty
And so
hands
that was
touching
almost
everything.
2. I said, I'm not bringing her back. I didn't bring her back. Now she's 4. She's going to be 5 in school. And I understand. She's got to get looked at or she has things going on, whatever. However, I'm not going to just pump her with a whole bunch of shit
So,
'cause you say
Dave,
so.
call in. You don't have to say I'd love to. You're always welcome to call in, Dave. Devious Dave. He wrote in the chat. He's like, I'd love to call in. You can.
Somebody's writing that New York Styles Barbershop. Who's that?
Yeah. That's where. That's a local barbershop.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what they're saying.
New York Styles.
Can I call in?
Gentlemen.
I don't know. I don't know who it is.
All right.
It's a local barbershop.
Oh.
Oh, hello.
Davey,
Good evening.
Good evening.
what's up, brother? What you want to get in on? I'm guessing the doctor stuff, right?
Yeah, who do you have? Who's the third man there?
That's Mark.
That's
You-
my
you know
brother.
Mark.
My brother
Oh,
Mark.
that's right.
You guys
Okay,
hit it
so
off
you
Come
last
on,
time.
man. Yeah, we're on.
Did you get a haircut recently?
I
He
did.
actually is letting it grow. He's got a little slick, dancing
Okay,
haircut.
because you look different from before, but then again, I am a little stoned.
He was on the other side too,
So
though.
is
Dave.
he, surprisingly.
That's funny. We finally got
I
his
can't
phone.
stop staring at my phone. I'm not even doing anything.
Yeah.
Just looking at the colors.
You're so
Colors.
used to it. See, that's what makes me laugh about you because you're very like anti a lot of things, but then when it comes to that,
Oh my
driving.
god.
which is like something I fucking hate,
Yeah.
but I do it too. Everyone does it because it's there.
I hate the device. I love the connection.
Not with people. I love that. I love the
No, but this isn't with people.
I love the information connection.
This isn't like to
Yeah.
me. There aren't real people on the other
and
side.
by information, I mean guys shitting in the mall and another guy slipping.
Oh
into
my
it.
god, that was the
You know,
worst thing
like-
I've ever fucking
Like,
seen.
thank God the internet exists for
That
shit
is
like
the
that.
worst.
But honestly, that's the best part of the internet is the dumb
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
videos
no,
that you
no, no.
see.
The fact that now we can ridicule people publicly.
Dave, now you live in Canada. You have your whole free, and I throw up quotes
Ooh.
because you get what 60% of your paycheck fucking taken from you.
Depends on where you are, but yes.
Yeah, healthcare.
Oh
now I love that Dave is. Trust me, Dave is a huge. Canada's healthcare system is not what everyone thinks it is, and it's not really that good, is it, Dave?
No, not at all. And
Yeah.
the problem is that people keep skewing the facts. Like even Bernie Sanders, for example, say, let's look at the socialized healthcare of Canada or the Netherlands. But the problem is he's not talking about how much you're taxed. So therefore, you now no longer have the ability to have an insured vehicle. So that means you can't drive. You got to rely on public transit. So that boosts those numbers. Oh, people are using public transit. But it sucks.
Ooh, I didn't even
you
think
can't
of
get
that.
to your
That's
places
brilliant.
on time. And that stuff is taking public subsidies. More taxes on you.
Do you imagine more than half your check taken? I worked a full week, and this is my money, and you're taking more than fucking half?
Fucking crazy.
Do you know how much one ribeye steak of moderate size costs here in Canada?
How much?
$40.
What?
Yep.
Oh
Just one.
my
Are you
God.
fucking serious?
Wow.
At least in Ontario, where I am right now.
Oh my God.
What the
Wow.
fuck, dude? That's like a $28, maybe $25 piece of meat
including
here,
taxes,
right?
Yeah.
I
We pay
cannot.
about 15% taxes.
No,
here.
no, he said
Oh,
medium
13.
size, so actually it's probably like
You gotta-
15 to 18.
You go to fucking Applebee's, you're getting that for $12.
Yeah, you
Oh,
are.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's the cost of your free healthcare, people.
Yeah, you're free healthcare, but you're so broke that you can only eat McDonald's and fucking garbage
but
food.
but
So you
guess
go
what,
to their
guys?
free healthcare.
But the UN's promoting to eat bugs, so instead of actually
Eat bugs.
eating meat,
Yeah, you didn't hear that?
let's eat
No.
some bugs. By the way, it makes you docile.
Yeah.
Makes you subservient.
What bugs?
Meat is actually very good
whole
for your
list of
body. Vegans are very unhealthy.
Beetles, spiders,
Meat
different.
promotes.
Wait,
thought.
what about them?
Hold on, Dave's still going. Sorry, Dave.
Sorry, no, it's okay. I'm just ranting.
Dude, you brought up this bug thing is real? There's a list and
Yeah.
shit?
Of
The
bugs.
UN is promoting it, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
This is fucking
Wait a minute. All right.
crazy.
So people are eating these
Well, no, that's being promoted by the UN
to eat
as
the
a
bugs.
solution to
Saving money?
farming.
I got it
Are
right
you
here.
farming.
fucking kidding?
Oh, well, this is old, though. I'm seeing this is from 2013.
Oh no, but recently they're bringing it up, especially with that great, Horberg or whatever, the Swedish little, cunt.
Oh.
Oh,
You know what made me
shit.
laugh? Someone posted her and DiCaprio together, and I go,
Oh, my God.
yeah, the actor and the fucking child are going to save the planet. I go, you people are so fucking dumb.
Yeah.
And I've been talking about how our bodies heal ourselves. What do you think the planet does? This is
Exact-
the arrogance
it
of
recycles
mankind.
people.
This is the arrogance of mankind. There's maybe like 20 places that are really massively populated, right?
Yeah.
I'm talking like New York City,
Yeah, yeah.
China, Los
Yeah.
Angeles. There's maybe like 20 of those places in the whole fucking world. And the arrogance of fucking humans to think that we're doing
Yeah.
damage to this place
Wait, but
is
not even that.
astounding.
But wait, but over the years, the planet has changed, and some water moves, and
Yeah.
ice melts, and
Yeah.
then
Well,
more
it's-
land
it's
comes
like a-
up.
No, it's
It's
the
a conveyor
Earth,
belt of the ocean.
but it's the
Yes.
Earth shedding its skin.
We have explored less than 10% of the actual ocean, and it's 70%
Exactly.
of
And
the area
think
that we know
how
of.
it works.
Right.
We know how
Yeah,
it works.
Mark, I think it's important to just mention the fact that although environmentalists are going nuts about, there's ice that's melting in the Arctic, they're not mentioning that the ice buildup is increasing in the Antarctic.
Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. And that's what I mean. And that's why, like, I laugh at all these people. I go, how do you not realize that that's what the Earth does? It sheds its skin. It fucking evolves. It heals
They're
itself.
using it as excuses to try to put
It's
more
tax,
guidelines and
tax,
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 and
tax.
rules.
Oh,
and
but guess what, guys? But here's the thing. Let's just say that that's the case, and we have the ability to manipulate the climate of the Earth, whether because humans are causing change, which is false, or that we just have the ability to change it. Why is it that other planets are experiencing the same sort of situation as we are? There's one constant in everything. It's the sun. The sun controls climate on all planets in the solar system. We have no ability as humans to control the sun.
Exactly.
So if people are going to propose, all these taxes, we know it's not for the benefit of the Earth because we can't change shit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course we can't. But that's what I talk about when it comes to the arrogance of human. Like, we really think we're fucking the Earth up. Like, really?
Yeah, but that's it
Yeah.
goes across the board. It's the same thing with the pharmaceuticals.
Yeah, and-
We think we
Yeah.
weren't created well enough.
Yeah.
We think we
Right.
weren't given the resources to survive well enough.
Mm-hmm.
And we think we know what's best for the planet.
Humans have only been on Earth for the blink of an eye in a historical period.
Oh,
And
of
there's
course.
been
Absolutely.
temperatures that have been way hotter at points where you had mammals and dinosaurs living with no problem.
Right.
But,
Right.
like, even if the temperature did increase a little bit, humans would evolve to eventually to deal with it. Like we
And
evolved
more
with
importantly,
everything
the Earth.
else.
The Earth would evolve.
Yeah.
People just think, oh, we can kill the Earth with, like, just putting oil in the water. It's like the Earth will laugh at us when we extinguish ourselves with nuclear war because eventually it will recover and
Yeah.
we won't.
And we won't.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, they did that with Chernobyl. They
Well,
looked
and
at
that-
the wildlife that's there is
Oh, yeah.
the most like diverse ecosystems now.
Well, that
and
was
now-
Thanos' whole plan.
and that's because we haven't been able to go
That's
there.
That's
Yeah.
a great point, Mark, because actually it opened up, like, new species actually started coming back.
Right.
Species that were no longer in that area are now going back and migrating there.
Yeah. Yeah, that whole Chernobyl thing's weird. Because it fucked up a lot of people, but now all of a sudden...
Yeah, I don't think
but
so.
that's what they said about Godzilla. Like, and
Yeah.
I know it's stupid. No, but if you watch the last Godzilla movie, they were like, all the destruction that these radioactive monsters did, it helped actually flourish
Right.
the plant life and everything else.
Everything
And
started over.
You know what
It
I
was
mean?
fresh.
Yeah.
So, like, you look at shit like that, and you there's got to be some hint of realism in the Earth being able to flourish from disasters and from it getting fucked up and able to fix itself.
Yeah,
and,
but that whole radioactive thing is all bullshit.
well, I'm talking Godzilla.
mean, No, I know. No, I'm saying like
Godzilla's
Chernobyl,
real.
like the,
Oh,
at
Chernobyl.
Chernobyl or any fallout.
Why, you think you could just go over there and just be fine?
Yeah, I don't think that there's unless they're still using a lab underground or they're still using something
You
that they
think
don't
about-
want you near.
But how long ago?
Think
was
of
it?
Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Who dropped
but
the bomb on the cities?
There's still places over there that are fucking isolated
Where?
No,
in Japan.
No,
I would-
Hiroshima. They have the city center at the bomb site.
No, but Mark, the difference is though that there was a somewhat controlled nuclear explosion, nuclear implosion that occurred with Nagasaki and Hiroshima, but with Chernobyl there was an uncontrolled meltdown,
Yeah.
which basically allowed for a lot of other elements to start to become part of that pile. And when that exploded, you had multiple different materials there that fragmented into the atmosphere. So it wasn't what would be considered a somewhat clean nuclear explosion as you would have with a bomb. There was a lot of materials that were messed up with it.
Yes and no. Agree to disagree. I mean, I think that if it would be so destructive to human life, where they're saying you're sick within minutes, but now
But why would they?
all these animals are just born native to this
But
radioactive
why would they want to
atmosphere?
keep people away from there?
Why do they want to keep people away from Area 51?
See, Mark is
I don't
onto
know.
something here. Like I've heard, I know where he's going.
But
It's
you're
a-
talking
it's-
about
it's
a
like
whole
an-
city.
it's
not
an
like
ultimate
You're talking
right.
about one airfield. That's Area 51.
Think
now we're
of-
talking about a whole city, though. That's like being like, all right, keep everyone out of Manhattan. Why?
Underneath Washington, D.C. is an entire city of tunnels, roads,
Yeah, yeah,
underneath the entire city.
yeah,
It's closed off to all civilians,
yeah,
right? Could hold hundreds of thousands of people, almost like another city under the city.
yeah.
Why? Why would they keep civilians
They
out of
use
it?
it for like transportation modes.
Contingency.
Yeah.
Government
So
contingency.
there's a tons
And
of
again,
areas.
but if something does fuck
The
up,
South Pole, the
But it-
Antarctica. No citizen can go there. Period. No ifs,
it's
ands, or buts.
freezing. Why would you want to go there?
It's not that freezing.
It looks pretty
Well,
cold.
I mean, there's tons of.
But you would want to live there?
No, you can't go there to explore. You can't go there at all without a government.
Well, you can go as a tourist, Mark. Let's be honest. But the thing is, though, there are certain areas that are literally off limits to any civilians.
Right.
Well, like
And you
that.
think,
That's like
this
those
is the
flight
middle of
patterns
nowhere.
that I was.
Nobody's
reading
out
about.
here.
Yeah.
How
But
there's
the
certain
military actually can shoot on site in
Right.
certain areas.
Yeah. Well, maybe because it's
So think
more-
of
maybe
think
it's
of
like
the
military
advancements.
shit, though. Like,
Think of the
I don't
advancements
want
they were
all of
doing.
our
Or there's
secrets-
aliens over there they're
but-
hiding.
But even if there is, like, I don't want all our secrets
Other
to be revealed
species.
to everybody, though. Like, that's the point of, like, kind of keeping it close to the chest. Like, otherwise, why tell everybody?
Yeah, but no, but hold on. Why is it that there's so many countries that are cooperating in Antarctica with their bases and stuff?
Every single one. Antarctic Treaty.
Because all the politicians probably have some kind of fucking wacky bunker there that for when shit goes awry, they're all just going to go to Antarctica.
You're a lot closer than you know.
No, that's what all I could think, because they're always just going to think about themselves and their families and protect their own asses, just like any of us would. We just don't have the means to do it the way they do. So, lucky them. But, you can't blame them. I would do the same thing if I was in their positions. I would.
Yeah, I guess.
And we all would. Humans are selfish that way. When it
Right.
comes to the people you love and
Survival.
survival, of course you are.
Yeah.
So, can you really blame these people if there is some kind of fucking secret fucking bunker just for the special people?
Well, I mean, that's like in Switzerland, is it? Where it has the DNA bank?
Yeah.
What are they? Right in the side of the Alps, they built. Is that in Swiss?
I think that's in Iceland.
Is it Iceland? One of those.
Either way, what is it
They
though?
they built a whole laboratory. It's a city under a mountain,
Okay.
into a mountain,
Like Dr. Evil.
where they store the DNA and like seed samples and like it's for rebirthing the planet.
Okay.
Think of it as like
Oh.
Like a seed bank.
Noah's
Smart
Ark
though.
built into a mountain.
So they're saving an ark built in a mountain. That's perfect. So they're saving the DNA of individual people.
Yeah.
Like they don't know what the fuck they're doing there. No, it's weird.
But these people, did they voluntarily give their DNA?
You mean like at what is it, 21andMe, whatever that fucking
Yeah.
company is? Like when all of a sudden the company sold their DNA to the government?
Well,
Millions of people?
voluntarily give up your
What?
shit.
People who went and
Yeah.
got their DNA tested to see their history.
Yeah. Oh, the Ancestry.com.
Ancestry.com, whatever it was. Yeah, the 23andMe, like they had a bunch of the companies sold all the DNA samples to the government.
That is so
Yeah,
fun.
of
So
course they
No,
did.
that's actually a big reason why I've never done that stuff is
Yeah.
because like it started coming out as soon as these things, were made is that they're selling this information in like companies like Google where they can calculate like your family's interest and all this crap. It's-
so
But I don't
fucking
understand,
crazy.
like, what does the person who's like doing that, other than like I found people, right? If you find people, okay, I get it. But other than that, people will do it and be like, hey man, I'm 1/10 Dutch. And it's like, all right, so what? What are you gonna do with that info? Like, who gives a fuck that you're 1/10 Dutch?
Yeah.
Why do you give a fuck that you're 1/10 Dutch? Are
I
you all
think,
of a sudden going to take
Rocky-
up Dutch culture and like?
Rocky, to be honest, though, I think a lot of people actually look into it not just like for that reason of nationality and all that, but specifically for any heritable diseases and stuff that your family might be.
Okay,
Like,
that
for
makes
example,
sense.
If you're not aware of like,
I don't think a lot of people are
Yeah,
using it for
I
that,
think
though.
too
I think a
many
lot of
people
people are
put-
just to be like, hey, look, I'm 1/10 African American and Native American. Look at me. I get to say that now. It's on the paper.
I'm like a quarter.
But
of
like,
it.
and how do you even know that those fucking things are true?
Yeah.
Like, they could write anything on there, and you
I
just
feel
be like,
like I'm
okay,
so quiet. I'm like
that's
so
what they
engulfed in
said.
something else right now.
That's what they said I am, so it's true. You don't fucking know.
You don't
no,
know.
I agree. It's difficult to verify
You
that.
don't
You
know.
can spend more money to go to another company and see whether or not it matches up, but it is difficult to decide whether.
But
or
then
not
why
it's
do it
real.
at all? You know what I mean?
If you don't know your family's medical history, sometimes that's a good idea to know that if you might pass on any certain recessive genes to family, or you might be prone to a certain chronic disease in the future.
Right.
I can see why people would want to know that.
I guess so.
Yeah,
It makes
that-
sense.
yes,
it makes sense.
absolutely.
However, though, like you have to know that they're not throwing it out after they check you. And then here they go. They can clone you like they do goats.
Yeah. Well,
That's the biggest concern that I always had about that. You're submitting a genetic, submission, whatever it is, whatever they call it, a sample.
Yeah.
They
Right.
literally can fucking clone you from that shit. And in some of the writing, some of the agreements and shit you gotta sign, you're signing over your fucking genetic being.
Well, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's what I was trying to like get at, and like you're signing over all this shit, and for what? Info that literally does nothing for you.
Yeah.
It's not like it matters in your life, like how. It doesn't affect my life at all. Knowing in 1919 my grandparents came here from Italy, and like what the? All right, great, good for them. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
But like good for them. Like what does that do for me?
Yeah.
It has nothing effectful in my life, if that's even a word.
Effectful.
It's not a word, but I make up new words every week.
Is now.
Dictionary.
Effectful.
Dictionary.
You guys, but tell me every single one of you didn't know what I meant by it.
We understood. Listen, I don't want to cut anybody short, but we are at
Yeah,
the
we
time, and
gotta
I
go.
had so much more I wanted to talk about, but I'll just put it to next week. I really appreciate you calling in. We love talking to you.
Yeah,
Dave.
and Dave, in the future, you don't have to be like,
Just
just
call.
call, dude.
Dynamic
call.
Dave.
Well, but that's the thing, though. I didn't see you online, so that's why I mentioned that, so that I could at least get you online. But I didn't see you online.
No,
prior.
it's on there. It's just, like we just have it idle or whatever. You know what I
okay.
mean?
Yeah, it's always
So,
there.
but it's
so
always
you call
there.
anytime you want. We love hearing from you.
Oh, I had a big blast talking to all of you guys today.
Big
and,
blast.
A big
I love
blast.
the fact that you guys just went just out there and just started discussing stuff that isn't typical, and
That's what
also
Super Ugly's
just-
brand
it
is about.
warms
We're
a lot
anything
of
but
good,
typical.
discussion. So I appreciate
Dynamic
I,
Dave.
I appreciate
Yeah,
all
but
you
it-
fans. I love all you
And that's
guys.
what I pride about the brand of Super Ugly is
We're
that
just
no
different.
matter what show it is, we never just be like, well, this is what we do and we only do this.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, on here we talk about more, relationship stuff or, shit like that. And Super Ugly is more of like a boy's fun time, but
A boy's fun time.
But like it never has to be a set thing, and that's something I take pride in about
yeah,
our
I love
brand.
it. I love the difference.
Yeah.
I like this. Everyone's open minded.
Of course, we all should be. I mean, if anybody's walking around with a closed mind, you just don't belong
Well,
here.
when have you ever seen a vaccine debate and it not
Turn
even-
angry.
But we didn't even
Exactly.
like the levels didn't even go up. It was
Yeah.
just a
No.
very calm conversation.
Because
Yeah.
it's not like we're trying to change anybody's views. We're just talking about our
But
own.
it's also, like I don't know a lot of this stuff, so maybe I'll learn something from him, or maybe I'll see something and go, that part kind of doesn't make sense to me.
But
Right.
I also appreciate people who stand by their beliefs and also say, okay, well, this is what I believe, and I'm open to listening to you, but I still believe these things, and we're just having a good old discussion.
And Dave, can you believe that two people who have different takes on things somehow managed to get along?
Oh my
Isn't that
God.
crazy?
I don't hate
That's
you guys.
incredible.
Like, isn't that nuts? It's so
I
weird
didn't
to
know it
me
was
how
possible, dude. I
but-
did not know it was possible.
and it's funny because it's like life or death with people.
Yeah.
Like they make it seem like if you don't support this, I can never be associated with you ever. Like I don't
Cognitive
even.
dissonance, man.
It's
People
crazy.
that Mr. Smith effect. People just get angry for they don't even understand why.
Well, like Dana White, we talked about him and Donald Trump earlier on Super Ugly, and just to close this point real fast, he even said it. He goes, "Yeah, I'm friends with Donald Trump, but I'm also friends with the biggest Donald Trump haters, Michael Rappaport, Snoop Dogg." He goes, "And guess what? I'm friends with all of them."
Yeah, what's the difference?
know,
Your views,
right.
your views. My views,
and,
my views.
and you look at someone like that, and you go, "Yeah, because you should be."
Yeah.
What your views are and what your politics are
Your
shouldn't
religion,
affect
or your color,
every,
what the
because
fuck,
my
anything. It
friendship
doesn't matter.
with people is never. You support Donald Trump? No,
Oh, we can't talk.
can't be friends with you. Like that's fucking. That's
That's
insanity.
stupid. Everybody
Yeah.
should be different. That's
Yeah.
why we were born different.
Yeah.
For fucking difference. And I like difference.
Like
I
me
like
and my brother-in-law
contrast.
don't even really have a lot of similar interests other than like movies,
yeah.
and we get along. I get along with him more than probably anyone on the planet at this point.
I
Yeah.
do all the work.
As far as like, but as far as like a guy goes,
Yeah.
I get along with him so fucking good.
And
We're
you both
constantly-
have differences.
and we're constantly laughing all the time, and we couldn't be more different for the
Yeah.
most part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. They're different. My brother and my husband, they're like fucking besties.
Night
Anyway,
and day.
we're going to go, Dave. Thank you for
It's a
calling.
dark
We love
sense
you
of
so
humor.
much.
Thanks so much for taking my call. You guys have a great night.
You got
All
it,
right,
baby.
buddy.
You
Hey,
too.
Dave. Later, Dave.
I had a really good time with a lot of things that we spoke about. I appreciate both of you guys for being here and a part of the show. And
Well, it's my job to be here.
I can't believe it was an hour. Wow.
elbow drop.
I'm just saying,
Elbow drop.
she's thanking me like I'm a guest.
Well,
Like,
you know,
like, thank you for being here.
I appreciate you guys for being here and being a part of the show. Like, I mean, not everything's about you, Rocky.
I know.
However, we do love you guys. I had a great time. We have a lot more coming, so don't forget to subscribe now. Go over to Russo's brand, Realm Network. Subscribe. We're a part of them too, and we love and appreciate them. And everybody who comes in the rooms, we appreciate you. Different or not different, agreeing or not agreeing, whatever. We love you all, and we'll fucking see you next Tuesday.
Hell yeah.
Fucking.
Bye.
And effectful's a word. Use it, Phil, the promoter.